Mate, I've got a treat for you today. I want you to meet Warren, a software engineer who spent years feeling nervous, sweaty, and stuck every time he tried to talk to camera. But in just 30 days, Warren transformed himself from camera shy to confident, and to the extent that in the last month alone, he's gained his first 1,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel and is already making a real income from his online coding course. Check out where he's at now.
The biggest mistake that first-time founders make is not lack of skill, not lack of hard work, it's that they built something nobody wants. When I first started building apps, I did exactly this.
In this video, the one you're watching right now, you're going to learn how he smashed through a mental block that held him back for literally a decade, the technique that allowed him to show up as his best self every time, the exact exercise that unlocked his ability to communicate and explain his ideas articulately, and how he broke out of presenter mode and can now truly be himself on camera.
But I actually recorded a YouTube video like 10 years ago. And I put it up on YouTube and I instantly deleted it because I was so nervous. And I remember being sat in my flat and thinking, God, it's so annoying that I'm just going to be retired and living in regret that I never started that YouTube channel. Because I'd already accepted at that point that I was not capable of doing it. I assumed that talking on camera was a talent, not a skill. And I just didn't have it. And so I just assumed, well, that's just life, isn't it? You know, you're born tall, you're born short. It's just something I didn't have. And then I saw a YouTube video that you'd put up where you were training a friend. And at the beginning, he was super nervous. And then by the end, he was pretty good. And I thought, damn, it's a skill. Like, that just proves that I could, if I practice, if he can do it, maybe I can give it a go too.
So Warren started my 30-day talking on camera challenge, where he had to record himself speaking on video for 5 to 10 minutes every day. Throughout the challenge, he followed a specific set of exercises designed to give him the fastest results in the shortest amount of time. And this was his day one.
Hey, my name's Warren. This is my first video for the Talk to Camera course. Obviously all these ums and ahs I want to get rid of. I think ultimately the goal is that you can just get across your natural personality without trying to act on camera. I think it was like week 1, I saw a massive improvement between day 1 and day 8. It seemed like completely tied to your energy levels as well. So you talked about like doing these sort of warm-up exercises before you record. It really got you into the right mindset. So I tend to do a lot of that stuff now before I record.
What Warren is referring to here is something called state. By doing specific warm-up exercises that change and regulate our biochemistry, we can show up as the best version of ourselves consistently on camera. It allows us to focus, it allows us to be relaxed, more comfortable, and show up as more confident, simply because our body is activated and we feel a nice balance of groundedness and energy. And this is actually mad. Check out how much Warren improved from this alone, only on his day 8.
So this is the week 2 video of the Talk to Camera course, and I've already seen a massive improvement, particularly in body language. So the movements I've been doing, the breathing exercises, the power postures have been a great thing for the setup to that, and I already feel much more confident.
Wish I'd improved that fast when I was starting. Would have saved me a lot of time. So after warming up and getting himself into state, I wanted to know exactly which exercises helped Warren talk more articulately and fluently.
Yeah, so on the middle of the challenge, I'd got to the point where I was comfortable talking on camera about my day. But then we introduced a topic where we had to write down 3 bullet points and then talk about that particular topic. That video was super hard for me to record. It was like a massive level up.
It's one thing to be comfortable whilst you chat about whatever's on your mind, but it's another beast entirely when it comes to articulating ideas fluently and explaining things in a way that people can understand. Using a basic bullet point structure and then riffing around these points is an amazing way to practice this ability.
In the videos uploaded, I constantly refer to this inability to maintain a single train of thought, and that was a skill that I was really going to focus on. And now I've got to the point where I can do that. I can sit down and I'll write bullet points down and I'll just riff through it all, and it's normally done in one take. I'm super happy with it, and I don't get nervous before filming either. You find that the things that make you most uncomfortable are probably the most important things to be doing. So now when I come across things like that, I'm like, right, that felt horrible, I'll do it more.
Next, I needed to know exactly what got Warren out of the dreaded presenter mode, and he revealed the exact exercise that finally cracked it for him.
When you first start, it's really easy to get into this like presenter mode where you sat there and you're up straight and you're like, hey guys, my name's Warren, I'm here talking on camera today. Would I sit there in a pub and be like, hello mate, would you like a beer? I'm about to go to the bar. You wouldn't, would you? So So if you want to connect with an audience, it's a one-sided conversation. They're just watching you and they want to connect with you. And so I want to come across like I'm having a conversation with them. And so you have to get out of this presenter mode and get into this sort of coffee mode, you might call it, where you'd be sat in a cafe chatting.
Do you have any tips on what specifically helped you to do that? Or was it just the process in general? Or was there a specific sort of intention you had or exercise that worked?
Yeah, there was an exercise actually that really helped where we were told to be way over the top. So there's one video I recorded where I was like, hey guys, I'm here recording a video, like, you know, going super over the top. I'd never actually act like that on camera. That wasn't the point. It was so that if you come to this level, but I actually want to be here, but I'm here now, it's easy to come back to here because now I'm comfortable being here. And so doing that made me realize, okay, maybe I can just act normal on camera and just be myself like I'm talking to a friend.
Yeah, we all have this box that for some reason we put ourselves in on camera. And then that exercise is just designed to like break through the ceiling. So then we're like, oh wow, I can express myself in so many different ways that I'm not used to. But then you get more comfortable there, then that box just expands. And as you said, it's like the purpose of it is to be able to be more dynamic if you want to. It doesn't, like, a lot of people don't want to do that because they're like, oh, I'd never act on camera that way. That's not the point. The point is to expand how you would like to act if you wanted to. The best presenters are often the most dynamic. So those presenters they'll be able to be very enthusiastic and really hold a point, and then they can take it down and be very serious. Okay, now let's check out a video towards the end of Warren's challenge, day 28.
Hello and welcome to day number 28. So when I look back on the first video, which I do like to do, because I've noticed every single time I look back an even bigger and bigger and bigger gap in where I was then to where I am now. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know how to think. These daily repetitions have just been super effective in making me more relaxed, more comfortable, and then I can just start to be myself. So quickly you just get better at it. It's just a skill. That's what people need to realize. It's just a skill and you can just practice. If you can learn to play guitar, if you can learn to program, if you can learn to speak French, you can learn to talk on camera. And it made me realize, you know, that communication is the best skill anyone can have. It doesn't matter what field you're in, medicine, tech, entertainment. If you can't communicate your ideas effectively, then you're so limited. You know, if you want to dream a little bit bigger and sell yourself as well and market yourself, you need to communicate effectively. I mean, I've got a poster just on my right here and it says 2025 goals, get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So by the end of this year was my plan to get 1,000 subs. So I was like playing the long game and then I managed to do it in February. So, so now I've got to set a new goal.
If you want to join us inside the 30-day challenge, the link is in the description below. Or if you're a creator or entrepreneur and want to completely transform the way that you present on camera so you can build an audience and grow your business, I'm launching a brand new accelerator program that's starting this April. I'm absolutely buzzing for this program. If you'd like to be able to apply when we launch, I'd highly recommend joining the waitlist, which is in the description, as spaces will be very limited. Now, before you talk to camera, make sure that you avoid these 5 mistakes that could potentially be wrecking how you're coming across to your audience. Don't make them.